Now joined here in the studio by Ozden Zeynep Oktav. She's a political scientist, political science professor rather at Istanbul Medeniyet University. Thank you very much for joining us here on TRT World. Thank you for your time. My first question is, how important is this operation for Turkey?
You can imagine how important it is because Afrin is for 5 years under the control of YPG, where the population is mostly Kurdish. But on the other hand, due to the war conditions, this area was very threatening for Turkey's border security because of the PKK militants leaking to Hatay and from Hatay to the other parts of Turkey since 1990s. Because I'm studying Syria for almost 20 years, and since 1990s, PKK wants to have a shelter in Hatay, but Hatay people always excluded the PKK militants. Hatay also is a city, province of Turkey, which has been always included in the Syrian maps during Hafez Assad's period as well. But now Turkey wants to create a buffer zone between Hatay and Afrin. Therefore, Ankara initiated such an operation, military operation, and ground forces also entered, as you know, as you inform the audience. And so, yes.
We've also we've heard from President Recep Tayyip Erdogan, and he's very determined, saying that this operation will be over soon. He also spoke about the importance of creating this buffer zone, also the safe zone, so that some of the Syrians who are in Turkey can return home. Is that feasible in your opinion?
It is feasible because otherwise the Turkey's border will be war-torn. I mean, the buffer zone, since the outburst of the uprising in Syria, Turkey always demanded the creation of such a buffer zone, especially from the United States. But for United States, this demand fell on the deaf ear in Washington. And as you know, on some occasions, on the religious fasts or the holidays, Syrian people are allowed to go to their country and then they go back to Turkey. But to be able to have a safe zone, Turkey will be successful to secure Syrian people living in Anatolia or other parts of Turkey, and they occasionally visit their homeland. But Afrin have a different statute when compared with that of the Elbab or other places in the northern Syria, because Afrin's population is mostly, almost purely Kurdish, and very suitable to for the YPG to settle here and to terrorize the people and the place. Therefore, Turkey wants to secure its border so that securing the local Syrian people. And the shift camps, maybe you heard, and Turkey wanted the creation of shift camps because Turkey wants to protect its borders from a second wave of refugees.
You said that Turkey has been demanding this buffer zone, this safe zone, for a while now. This is a war that has been lasting for 7 years.
7 years.
Why now? Why has Turkey waited until this moment?
Because as far as I guess, I mean, this is my personal viewing, the war is about to come to an end. I don't know to what extent it will be finished by the global powers who are existing militarily in the region. I'm talking about Russia and United States. Russia tries to finalize this war because it costs too much. I mean, it is very costly for Russian Federation. But when it comes to United States, as far as I understand, United States try to create a statelet in the eastern part of Euphrates. I mean, they call it garrison state. And maybe you know better than me. They issued a security document, American security document, and they gave information, Tillerson gave information about the Syrian strategy of the United States. They openly told that they are aiming to create a buffer zone between Israel and Iran. And this buffer zone will be cleared of these radical units. I mean, regardless of sectarian division, Shias and Sunnis, Hashd Shabi or Hezbollah, they don't want to all these groups exist in this buffer zone, and they want to control this part of region. I mean, this region is between Israel and Iran. And Iran is also named as the primary enemy of United States in the security document issued in January of this year, you know. And so the Syrian strategy of United States is very open. Just looking at this strategy, I can say that United States wants to exist in the region for a while and just trying to show itself as a defender of the rights of the local people. Now the enemy is Iran, not Daesh is no more existing in the region, they say.
All right, we've heard that story before.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Ozden Zeynep Oktav, a professor of political science at Istanbul Medeniyet University. Thank you for coming to TRT World and sharing your analysis with us.